Hello, my friends. Today is Good Friday, and I want to talk about something that really resonated with me when I read it, and I would love to share it. In Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now, I read this book a few years ago. He quotes a few Bible quotes, and one of the quotes he talks about is when Jesus says, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." Now, I always thought, I grew up Catholics, and I'm very familiar with this quote, and I always thought that he meant that, they didn't know that they were crucifying the Son of God, the Savior they were waiting for, it was Jesus Christ, and they just had no idea. But that is not what Jesus meant. When Jesus said, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do," he meant forgive them, for they are acting out of their minds and not out of their hearts. In Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now, it's all about the ego, that inner conversation that goes on in our mind, that it stems from our beliefs and then rolls into our feelings, and then it just kind of snowballs and snowballs. And if we are not aware that that is our ego, that is the running of the mind, we get so wrapped up into it that it runs our lives. It dictates our actions, it dictates our feelings, therefore creates our reality. So that is what the saying really means when someone is out of their mind. It means that they are acting out of their mind as opposed to out of their hearts. Now, as divine beings, we are meant to be acting out of our hearts. Our heart is supposed to be the gauge and the compass for our lives. Our mind is very much a tool that we are supposed to use in this reality, but the heart is the captain and the mind is the ship. So that is what Jesus meant when he said, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." His crucifiers were so wrapped up in their egoic mind that they would actually take a human being and crucify him. Jesus went through probably the most horrendous thing that a human can go through: the humiliation, the torture, and ending up being crucified, being nailed to a cross. And he still, in his final moments, said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." And he meant he could see, even through all of that pain, he could see that these people were acting out of their minds and not out of their hearts. Because if you were to truly drop into your heart, to tap into your heart, would your heart ever tell you to harm another human being, regardless of what your mind thought they were doing wrong? Does that make any sense? No. Coming from a place of love, coming from a place of your heart, coming from a place of understanding, coming from a place of forgiveness. These are the places that we're meant to come from, not our egoic mind. Not the mind that says, well, he's doing something wrong and he must be punished and he's teaching these people all these wrong things just because they're different than what we believe. We're all on different journeys. We're all allowed to believe different things. No one is right, no one is wrong. Things are just different. And that is the lesson. That is what Jesus meant when he said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." They don't know what they do because they are not acting out of their hearts. So today and every day, I'd love to encourage you. I remind myself of this very, very often, to stop acting out of our minds and to start acting from our hearts. Just have that gentle reminder every day when you're upset or you're feeling a negative emotion or angry or anything like that. Take a minute, take a few deep breaths, remind yourself, bring your awareness out of your mind and bring it back down into your heart. And I can guarantee you that your life will change, that you will be able to be more responsive and not reactive. Because when you react, it comes out of your mind. But when you take a minute, drop down into your heart, you're able to respond the way that you truly want to respond. And that's my video for today. Say hi to Sperry. I'm dog sitting. And I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. If you're seeing this today, that's awesome. If not, this message applies to every single day of the year. So thank you again for tuning in. My name is Anne, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.